Yo, what's going on, everybody? Los here, coming back at you with another video. And this time, coming at you with a haul video for BrickHouse Comics. I got this stack right here. So, if you want to know what I got, you know what to do. Hop on that train, take a journey with me. Yo, what's going on, everybody? Los here, coming back at you with another video. And it's a nice, little snowy day here in New England. So, what do you do on a snowy day in New England? You go hunt for some comic books. So we're headed to BrickHouse Comics in Meridian, Connecticut. We're gonna go see what we can find. All right, let's go. Yeah, everybody, so we're here. We drove over an hour to get here. We're gonna go inside and see what we can find. We're outside of BrickHouse. It's right down that alley down there. So we're gonna go down there and see what we can find. All right, let's go. All right, so we're back, and like I said, went to BrickHouse Comics. It's like their semi-monthly sale that they usually have. It's on Saturdays, and it's in Meridian. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Connecticut. And I'll put the description down below of where it's at. So if you're ever in the neighborhood, definitely go check them out. Follow them on Instagram as well. They put out the information as to when they're gonna put out their sales. They usually do like a little pan video of all the stuff that's for sale, and it's pretty much everything in the store, right? Most things are 50% off. Comics, cards, toys, you name it, they have it, and it's just a good time. Second time I've been there. It's a little bit of a drive for me, but it's definitely worth it because I always find some pretty good deals. And the owner, James, cool dude. You bring him a stack of books, and he'll even knock off knock off the price a little bit and get it a little even better than a half off, if you could believe that. So it's definitely a great time, and it's definitely worth it if you ever get a chance to go and you're in the area. So definitely follow them on Instagram. Again, I'll put everything down below so you guys can go check them out, follow them, and know when the sale is going to happen. So with that long-winded intro, I'm going to get into the books that I was able to pick up. I don't have any video of the shop. When I got there, it was packed. There's a lot of people there, and like I said, it's a long drive for me, so I don't have a lot of time when I get there. So I just want to go straight to digging. I believe Mike from Lunch Money Comics went and just did a video of the shop, and he took some video of the place. So if you want to go check that out, and you can actually see what the inside looks like. But onto the books, right? Because that's what everybody wants to see. So let's open up the comic cam so we can show the books off. All right, so the first book up that I was able to pick up was this guy right here, and this is Nailbiter #1 from Image Comics. I picked this one up just because there was some talk, albeit pretty far away. I think it was like 2019 or something like that, when there was talks of this being optioned, just like many other indie titles that get optioned. Who knows when it's actually going to come out, when it's going to happen, but it's something that I was like, might as well take a shot on, and I forgot how much it was, but it wasn't much at all. And then with half off, I was like, might as well. Never really read this story, but I know it's kind of like horror theme. I believe it's like some kind of like town that for some reason has produced a lot of serial killers. So I think that's what the gist of it is. So thought it was interesting, but again, when you pick these up on the cheap, you never know when an option book might actually pop. So I'll snag that one. Next, we have this guy right here, and this is Witchblade #113, and this is just the cover A, and I got this just because I could not find this on eBay. I couldn't find any listed books. I haven't found anything for that was purchased recently. Looked on Mercari and a couple other places, and I just couldn't find anybody selling this cover. I've seen cover B and some of the other like variants, but I haven't seen a cover A. So I was like, it must be fairly low print run. So I was like, I'll scoop it up because you just never know, right? And for any like Witchblade completionist that wants these books, they probably will sell in the secondary market, especially if it's low print run. Next, we have a book that's kind of picked up some steam, and it's this guy right here, and that is Lobo #1. This is the first like solo title for Lobo. He was in Omega Men 3, and that was his first appearance. But this is kind of like his more the rendition that we know and what's probably going to be in the movies. Is this rendition of Lobo? So this is his first ongoing title. I believe this is also his origin appearance or the origin of Lobo. So like I said, this definitely picked up some steam because of that. I believe he's supposedly Jason Momoa is going to be playing Lobo in the Supergirl, like Woman of Tomorrow, in the James Gunn universe. So, I'm going to scoop this up when I can on the cheap because you never know what's going to happen with this. Next, we have Harley Quinn #23, and this is a cool Bruce Timm variant. I haven't really seen this cover in the wild. Not that I'm relatively hunting Harley Quinn books, but whenever I see a Bruce Timm variant cover, I'm gonna scoop it up. Love Bruce Timm, and I thought this was just a silly Harley cover. So like I said, I don't see it very often, so definitely wanted to scoop this up. Next, we have this guy right here, and this is Vampy #16, and this is a Phil Noto variant. So this Vampy run does have another variant cover that's very popular and very pricey, which is issue #24, I believe. It has I believe it's an Adam Hughes variant, and it's like a homage to like the Planet Comics and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure it's Adam Hughes. I'll put the picture up there of what it looks like. But yeah, this is another low print run variant. Again, Vampy wasn't a very highly printed book, so when you can find some of these variant covers for cheap, you scoop them up. Next, we have this guy right here. That is Sonic the Hedgehog #2. This is from the Archie run, and I believe this is the second issue of his like first ongoing series, right? So I believe there was like a mini series. It was like 4 or 5 issues or something like that, and then he finally got his own like actual long running series. So this is #2, nice little newsstand copy, and whenever I see these Sonic books, definitely scoop them up. They usually sell pretty good in the secondary market. And with the movies coming out and everything, stuff like that, with him, his popularity is still kind of gaining traction. And with these lower print runs, you definitely scoop them up. All right, next we have a title that's pretty hot as well, and that is this guy right here. So we have Invincible #58, and it's just a cool cover. But this, any low print run of this series sells pretty good in the secondary market. With the season 3, I believe it's out already. The popularity of this book is just this series and title, it's been taken off. So whenever you can find these issues, there's a lot of, again, Invincible completionists that want to complete this entire run. Some of these lower print runs are kind of harder to find, so you definitely scoop them up whenever you can. And speaking of that, Invincible, we also have this guy right here, and that is Invincible issue #60. So this is like a big crossover event that Image did with all the characters from the Image universe, and I believe this is like a 4-page like gatefold fold out. So this folds out. The front page is 2, and then the back is also 2. So it's a nice 4-page spread. Pretty cool. And again, whenever you can scoop these up on the cheap, you definitely scoop them up. Next, we have this guy right here, and that is Dark Horse Presents number 24. And I know on there it says the first appearance of the aliens, but technically it's not. This is actually the origin of the xenomorphs and the aliens, but the first appearance is actually just Aliens number 1. That's the first appearance in comics. So this is just the origin. I know there's some confusion with that, and obviously there was confusion in this one as well. But I knew it wasn't the first appearance. I knew it was the origin of it. But just cool to have if you're an Aliens fan. This is a book to get as well. So scoop that up. Next, we have this guy right here. It's Firestar number 1. This is a Marvel one-shot, and this is the first published work for Marvel for Stephanie Hans. So I love Stephanie Hans, love her artwork, and this was a cover that I've been looking for a while. On eBay and stuff like that. The prices are not like too crazy, but a lot of times, the book is kind of damaged and has some dings and stuff like that, and they still want 20, 25 bucks. So I found this one, great shape, and for half off, and I believe what everything is like less than $10, something like that. So I'm like, yeah, definitely happy to scoop this up. Like I said, love Stephanie Hans, and I love getting artists that I like, their first published works of either Marvel, DC, whatever it is. So definitely scoop these up when I can. Next, we have this guy right here, and this is Spider-Man number 20. This is the Miles Morales run. I got quite a bit of these recently, so I'm thinking about maybe just actually completing the run. I actually have some of the bigger keys in this run, so to get some of the run fillers, to just get it, I think it'd be pretty cool. This was just a cool, controversial cover with Miles, being arrested by the cops, and obviously he's Afro-Latino, and there was a lot of tension between cops and minorities and stuff like that. So thought this was a cool issue to pick up, and like I said, I have most of the issues now. Well, not most, but most of the key issues. So to fill them in with the smaller issues and fill it in, I might as well go for it. Next, we have this guy right here, and this is an awesome Adam Hughes cover from Fairest number 3, and they have it listed as an Adam Hughes variant, but I don't think this is a variant. I think this is just actually the cover A. I'm not sure if there was an actual variant for this. I think he just did the cover A. So this is kind of taken from the Fables kind of universe, but this is always a cover that I wanted to snag. Found this on the cheap, and and again, it's not like it's a pricey book, but I think it's pretty cool. It's one of Adam Hughes' cool covers. Like Adam Hughes, sometimes some of his covers, not so much, but I do like most of them, and this is one of them that I do like. So definitely happy to add this one to the PC. Next, thought this one was really cool, and for you Turtles fans out there, so we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 44. This is the cover A, and this is the death of Donatello. So thought it was a cool major key in the Turtles universe. And for any Turtles fan, that's either trying to collect the entire run or just get the keys, this I feel like pretty big key, right? And Donatello's, he's one of the major turtles, right? Like you kill off one of the main characters, you definitely want to pick up those key issues in that. So thought this was pretty cool. Nice high grade copy as well. So definitely happy to scoop that up and add that to the PC. Next, speaking of favorite artist, we have this guy right here, and this is just a beautiful Jenny Frison Vampirella number 6. This is some of her earlier works when she was doing like Vampirillas and like the indie titles before she kind of jumped onto like Marvel and DC. This is just an amazing cover. Always wanted to look for this. You go on eBay and the lowest prices you're gonna find is 80, 90 bucks. Sometimes they're gonna have some damage and dings and stuff like that, and they still want $70. So this one does have like a little spine tick right there or whatever, but other than that, it's pretty clean. Anything else can be pressed out. But I thought this is just a beautiful cover. And Jenny Frison is one of my favorite artists right now. And to find some of her early works, especially on these lower print runs, Vampirella is not a highly printed book comparative to other titles. So definitely happy to add this one to the PC. Next, keeping with the indie titles, we have this guy right here, and this is Monstrous #1. This is the first print. I believe there's 3 prints. The second print looks fairly similar to this, just a different color, and then the third print is completely different color, and then she's kind of facing a different way. So this was just cool. This is a great independent title. I believe they're up to like issue 50 something right now. This creative team is awesome. Great artwork inside. The writing is, it's very deep, right? It's not something that you can't like just blow through it, right? It's not one of those reads where you're just like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna read through it. And no, there's a lot of reading. It's a lot of world building and stuff like that. So it's a very good read. I believe me, JP, Tacoma Comics. There was a few of us that were on his channel when he was doing the indie reads, and we read this title, and it was really good. I believe we might come back when there's the next trade come out, and maybe we'll keep going with that to see where it ends. But yeah, no, it's very interesting. So if you ever get a chance to read this, I would go for the trade and stuff like that. Obviously, it's kind of beefy, but it's definitely an interesting read, I will say, right? It's not going to be for everybody, but if you're into this more, I wouldn't say steampunk, but it's like more mythical, with different kind of religions and different beliefs and backgrounds and stuff like that. I think you'll dig it. So definitely check that out. But happy to have this one in the PC, especially a nice high grade first print. And the last book I was able to pick up there was this guy right here, and that is Strange Academy #1, the first print. And this was just a title that was a fun read. I believe there's talks of this even being like Disney Plus show or series. So this book is starting to pick up steam a little bit. I believe there's only like 18 issues in this run, and then it goes on to Strange Academy finals and stuff like that. But yeah, interesting. This one definitely has I don't know, 12 first appearances or whatever it is. But great book. I believe I have a copy of this already. But whenever you can pick up something that has multiple first appearances and potential show, movie, whatever, you pick it up on the cheap when you can. So definitely happy to do that. So that was my haul from BrickHouse Comics. So like I said, they put on a great little warehouse sale. So definitely go check them out. You're ever in that area, it'll be definitely worth your time, right? Depending on what you're looking for, comics, toys, cards, whatever it is, they'll probably have it there. All right. And they definitely have a nice wall book section as well. And you can also get some deals on those. So yeah, that was it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the books. Let me know what was your favorite down below. And until next time, talk to you guys later. Peace.